Day 292 of doing a LeetCode problem every day until I get a job. All right, y'all, you already know how we do another day, another LeetCode problem where we're doing daily LeetCode problems. And today we have question number 123, best time to buy and sell stock 3. The difficulty level is hard, but don't even worry because we're going to keep the solution as simple and easy to understand as possible. But before we get started, y'all, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you need any new Apple AirPods, go ahead and check out that link in the description and get you some. Now let's see what the question says. Question says, you are given an array prices where prices of I is the price of a given stock on the ith day. Find the maximum profit you can achieve. You may complete at most 2 transactions. Note, you may not engage in multiple transactions simultaneously, i.e. you must sell the stock before you can buy again. All right, y'all, so this is not that difficult to understand, but let's go ahead and look at these examples just to make sure we know exactly what it is that they want us to do, right? So in example 1, we have the input prices equals an array of integers representing the stock prices. So that array of integers is 3, 3, 5, 0, 0, 3, 1, and 4. The output is 6. Explanation says, well, before we get to the explanation, let's break down what the actual goal is given this input, right? We want to find the maximum profit we can achieve with these stock prices, right? So now the output is 6, so we know the output is 6. So now let's look at the explanation so we can see how that they got to 6. So the explanation says, buy on the 4th day, price is 0, and sell on the 6th day, price equals 3. So we come right here, day 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, we have 0. Then we come to day 6, we buy at day 4, so then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we sell right here. So remember, these days and the indexes are not matching. This is day 1, but index 0. We're going by days here, though. We're not going by indexes. So we sell right here on day 6 for a price of 3. We bought at 0, we sell for 3. That gave us a profit of 3 minus 0, which gives us $3. So right now we already have a profit of $3, but we're not done because we still have more prices or more days that we can may be able to buy or sell stocks. So then we keep going. So then we buy again on the 7th day because we already sold. Remember, it says you must sell the stocks before you can buy again. Well, we sold right here on day 6, so now we can buy again. So on day 7, we buy again, and at the price of 1, and then we sell on day 8, boom, right here for the price of 4. So we bought on day 7 for 1, then we sold it on day 8 for 4, which gives us another profit of 4 minus 1 is 3. So we made $3 from this sale, right? Then we made $3 from this sale, and 3 plus 3 gives us 6, so we made $6 in total. That's why the output is 6, and that's the best time or the maximum profit that we can achieve with these stock prices right here. So let's go ahead and look at example 2. Example 2 is a little bit easier because the numbers are all in order, but let's go through it anyway. So in example 2, this time we have the input prices equals an array of integers representing the stock prices again. Those integers are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This time the output is 4. Explanation says buy on day 1 where the price is 1. Boom. And then we sell on day 5 where the price is 5. Boom. So we buy right here. We buy low. This is the lowest we can buy right here is day 1. And then the highest we can sell is on day 5, right? So we're buying low, selling high. Boom. Sell on day 5 for a profit of 5. I mean, not for a profit of 5, for $5. And we make a profit of 4 because we bought it at $1. So profit is 5 minus 1 equals 4. So that's how we got 4. It says, note that you cannot buy on day 1, buy on day 2, and sell them later as you are engaging multiple transactions at the same time. You must sell before buying again. All right, so that's just saying we can't buy here, or we can buy here, we can buy on day 1, but we cannot buy again until we've already sold the stock that we bought on day 1. And in this case, if we want to achieve the maximum amount of profit from day 1, we would obviously sell for the highest day, which would be day 5 for 5, and that's how the output became 4 because we bought for 1 and sold for 5, and we made $4 profit. So now let's look at example 3, where they might try to throw a trick our way where there is no way to make money. It's impossible to make money in example 3, so let's go ahead and look at it. So in example 3, we have the prices equals an array of integers representing the stock prices again, 7, 6, 4, 3, and 1. Output is 0. Explanation says, in this case, no transaction is done, i.e. the max profit is 0. So as you can see, we can't go backwards in time, so it's not like we could buy right here on day 3 and sell on day 1, because that'd be going backwards in time, so that's not going to work. And if we buy on day 1, there's no other days where we can make a profit after day 1. If we buy on day 2, there's no other days we can make a profit. Same with day 3, same with day 4, and same with day 5. So in this scenario, since all the numbers are decreasing, the output is 0 because there's no way for us to buy and then make money, right? In order to make money, we have to buy low and sell high. But in this example, all we can do is buy high and sell low, and nobody wants to do that because you're not going to make any money like that. So in this case, the output is 0 because there's no money to be made with these stock prices right here. So now that we understand the question, y'all, let's get into the fun part, the actual solution. And the solution is not that difficult at all. I know it's a hard problem, but like I said, we're going to keep the solution as simple and easy to understand. So let's get into it. Now, the first thing we need to do is we need to create some variables that will track the lowest prices to buy in the 2 transactions. So in order to do that, we're just going to come right here. We can declare a variable. We could just call it buy1. And we'll set that equal to int.max just to start. And then so that will represent the minimum price for the first buy. And then we also need to do something for the second price or the second buy. So in order to do that, we just say declare variable. We could call this buy2, representing the second buy. And we could also say it equals int.max. Boom, just like that. Now we need variables to track the maximum profit from each transaction. So we'll do the same thing we just did some for the buys. Now let's do the sales. So let's declare a variable called it sell1, and we'll set that equal to 0. And that's the max. That's just the start. That's just a default value. Then the same thing for declare a variable called sell2. That will represent our second sale, but we could set that to 0 as well for a default value. Now we need to iterate through each price in the stock prices array. So in order to do that, we could just start our for loop. We could say for price and prices. Boom, open up the brackets, and let's get started. Now, first thing we need to do is we need to find the minimum price to buy in the first transaction. So we could just say buy1 equals min buy1 comma price. So whichever is smaller is the one we're going to return, right? This minimum is going to return whichever is smaller, buy1 or price. And the price is coming from right here when we're iterating through each one of the arrays. Each one of the prices. Stock prices. So now we need to calculate the maximum profit from the first transaction. So we come right here and we can say sell1, and we can set that equal to max. Then max, open up the parentheses, then we're going to say sell1, comma, price minus buy1. So once again, this time we're dealing with the max, so whichever one is greater, sell1 or price minus buy1, that's what's going to be returned. Now we need to find the minimum price for the second buy, and this is adjusted based on the profit from the first sale. So in order to do that, we could just come right here. We'll say buy2, and we'll set that equal to min, open up the parentheses, buy2, then we'll say comma, price minus sell1. Boom. And now we need to calculate the maximum profit from the second transaction. So in order to do that, we'll come right here. We'll say sell2 equals max, open up the parentheses, sell2, comma, price minus buy2. Boom, just like that. And now at the end, we need to return the maximum profit at most 2 transactions. So In order to do that, we could just come right here and we could just say return cell 2. Just like that, y'all. And that should be all she wrote, y'all. That should be all she wrote. Let's go ahead and run this. Make sure it runs like it's supposed to. And it's accepted, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see. So now let's go ahead and submit it. Make sure it stays accepted after we submit it, because we all know how LeetCode can get. Ooh, and look at that, y'all. 0 milliseconds beats 100% of users with Swift, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see. Those are some good numbers right there. So before we leave, y'all, make sure you get one more look at the code. One more look at the code. I feel like even the code is pretty self-explanatory, but go ahead and read over it, read it, learn it, love it, make sure you understand it. Go ahead and look at the bottom half. That's the bottom half. And I hope y'all learned something today, and I hope to see y'all here tomorrow for another day, another LeetCode problem. See y'all then.